Greetings, everyone, and welcome to tonight's C West matchup with Clouded Minds and Trash Pandas. So, this one's going to be interesting standing wise. Let's go and take a look at the standings before we start. So, you can see Clouded Minds holding on to that 8th place, the last playoff spot, with 12 points. Trash Pandas right behind with 9. Right now on the outside looking in, but Clouded Minds and Trash Pandas both have only 9 matches played, and I believe they play 11 this season. So they've still got some time to move up, and the playoff seedings could jump around here. So this game definitely has some implications. Let's give you the tail of tape here. Get over to the maps. Clouded Minds won the coin flip, and they banned Sky Temple and Dragonshire. Trash Pandas banned Cursed Hollow and Outrack Pass, and they have chosen to take us to Tomb of the Spider Queen, where Clouded Minds will have the first hero pick. So teams are cranking up the game right now. Can't wait to get into it. Should be a good one. Hope you guys are ready for some excellent C West Heroes of the Storm. And let's jump into the draft, shall we? Keeping the co-pilot seat warm tonight is Norbert, as always. He says hello to everyone. He's just a little bit shy. All right, let's see what Starnet wants to ban. No time wasted. Right Wing will not be playing in the first game. We have 2 bans for Trash Pandas. Not a lot of big meta must bans right now. No Zagar from the beginning of the season or Nazebo from the middle of the season. I mean, Val is still kind of a threat, but not necessarily. Oh my gosh, we have to ban this. Asmo is kind of gross. Stukov, kind of gross. So not surprised to see that Stukov ban come out. And Death Punisher plays. Pardon me. Star Knight plays a pretty mean Stukov. Forgot who I was casting there for a second. My apologies, everyone. And Greymane is banned out by Clouded Minds. See who Trash Pandas comes back with. I'd like to thank everyone in chat for showing up. Good to see y'all out there. And we will see no Blaze tonight, at least not in Game 1. Maybe he'll make an appearance in Game 2. For now, Ruffian wastes no time. Clouded Minds looks like they have a game plan. They know exactly what they want. They're not messing around. So that Junkrat just gets snapped in. Oh, Bloody makes a good point. Zarya's a little broken right now. Although she does have that one talent that's banned. I can't remember. I think it's level 7 talent. So with that talent, I don't know if she's quite as broken. And there's the aforementioned Valis. So not broken, but still pretty powerful. And she's got Anduin to back her up. Dang, Clouded Minds snaps in with Jason on the Cassia and Star Knight on that Deckard. The old man comes to play. I think he's got underwear older than Anduin is. See if you can teach that young whippersnapper a lesson, or see if Anduin, the impetuous, youthful upstart, can teach Deckard a lesson. Had to see how that plays out. And May is banned, so we won't be seeing May tank in this game. Johanna, always a solid ban. Kind of the kitchen sink. She can do everything at least okay. Don't have a tank taken for either side now, so maybe we'll see them take a tank here and get that out of the way. Maybe not, though. Well, they do. They get Mal'Ganis and Lunara. So Mal'Ganis puts him to sleep, Lunara poisons him, and then Valis shoots him in the face. ETC comes out from Lompico for Clouded Minds. And Sonya. I think they spent a total of like 15 seconds for all of their picks tonight. So definitely sticking to the script on that side. Who's going to be our last pick here? Probably an off-laner of some flavor. Could be Gaslow. Nope. We see Leoric come out. So that's your roster. Let's let the players get assembled on the field. We'll send you the cool intro, and we'll see you on the other side of that for game one. All right, team still loading in, so got a small delay here, but should get going shortly. So chat, whose draft do you like better? I'm not sure. I might go with Trash Pandas. I just like that combo of Ala and Lunara together, but I think it could be anyone's game here, so it's definitely very close. So let's introduce the teams before we forget about that. We have Ruffian on the Junkrat, Jason on the Cassia, Star Knight on the Deckard, Lumpico on the ETC, and Kian on the Sonya. That is Clouded Minds. And on the other side, we have Valera on the Vala, Corteza on the Anduin, Obelisk on the Mal'Ganis, Xeno Ender on Lunara, and Zanaya on Leoric. Let's give a good welcome to the Trash Pandas. And let's head mid, because I have a feeling that's where the teams are going to be going. And lo and behold, I am right. Got all 10 players out here to start the game. No one's really crossing that center line. Pico a tiny bit, but he backs up. Well, Mal'Ganis dives in, so he's going to be the first one to head into enemy territory with that nice little stun and sleep. But Deckard comes back with the magic triangle. And with a nice pull on Mal'Ganis to pull him back. Lumpico, however, does not get out of that, and Vala does deal the death blow for first blood, and Anduin takes care of Sonya. So we have 2 kills, so nothing for Trash Panda so far. Here in the bottom lane, we've got Leoric soaking all by himself for now, and I would expect that we just get a top-mid rotation from the other 2 teams. Mal'Ganis being really aggressive, diving in with that stun and the sleep, so... Although Lumpico, being a little aggressive himself, gets a nice dive onto Lunara, the deer is able to hippity-hop out of there, but with about 20% health, so she might think twice about that. Let's take a look at that bottom lane. It's going to be Sonya and Leoric, so they'll probably get well acquainted during this game. I don't know who's gonna win that, but we'll have to keep an eye on that matchup, but we'll head back up here in the meantime, because that's where more of the action is going to be happening. So teams out of sync a little bit now, so they'll be kind of passing each other like ships in the night there. EC comes in, gets a slide onto Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis comes back with the stun. That poison really chunking ETC down there. And then Anduin roots him for good measure. Then Mal'Ganis comes in, stuns him, and then puts him to sleep. So ETC got a little bit of a workout there, but he does have a well. He's going to come back. He's okay. And Leoric came out to help out there. Let's pop the talents up, shall we? Speaking of talents, 4 is here for the Trash Pandas. Not quite here for Clouded Minds. It will be here shortly, though. What do we got collecting-wise? ETC collecting globes. Cassia collecting lightning strikes. Ooh, Vala looks like she's collecting scalps there. Is ETC going to survive? He does. He gets a well-timed potion from Mr. Kane there. And we have Vala collecting those W's on the other side. So let's head down to the bottom here. Everyone's healthy. Solo laners want screen time too, so we got to get down there every now and then. But let's head back up to where the rest of the action is. So Clouded Mind's a little bit behind on gems. They have 11 turned in, but they have fewer all told here. We almost have a turn in for Trash Pandas. They are 2 gems away. So we'll see how aggressively Clouded Minds keeps them off those points. They do have 50 there. You can see slides out of danger. Is he going to slide up on Lunar? No, Lunar is not even there because she gets a nice yeet from Anduin. I think Anduin read the tea leaves there and saw that slide coming too. So good play to keep her out of danger before she got herself into a whole world of trouble. Decker doing some good work with that triangle. He got Lunar there. No follow-up on it, but that's going to be important as the game goes on. Man, Lunara just really, really chunking people down with that that poison. So Leoric takes that camp. Kian's got to kind of hang out by the wall there with Sonya as he sees a whole lot of red nameplates. So let's head back up to mid where we expect a little fracas. Nice slide onto Lunar, but she hops away. They are able to get turned in. Trash Pandas, that is. So the first Web Weavers will go down to Trash Pandas. And let's head back to the top. Lampico, nice patience there, just hanging out the vent looking for something, but Mal'Ganis spies him there and comes in and puts him to sleep, and then he gets the root from Anduin. And then he's going to have to back up. I think he's going to be okay. He does get to the wall. So they're going to defend top with 4 first. No one's in the mid. Spider's all alone, so it'll have to get what it can get by itself. Anduin with a nice pull there. Junkrat with a nice boop to send one of the Trash Pandas over the wall, and Anduin said, nope, come back to me. Pulled him back, so. Top Spider is gone. Bottom Spider, Sonya's dealing with it down there. Let's take a quick look. Very, very low. Leoric's really low too, but Sonya can't do a whole lot about it, so I think that fort might be gone. I think they're just going to give the bottom fort. They don't care about it too much. Mid Spider is just about gone, and bottom one's still alive with very, very little health, but that fort does go down, so that's the first building for Trash Pandas. So Cloud of Mines did almost get a turn in. They only need 4 here. Let's see if they can get those turned in. They have 33 on the field, so they've got a couple of different options for turning those in. Lampico gets caught with the sleep and the root and the poison. That's a nice combo that Trash Pandas has had working most of the game. But they do get a turn in the bottom point. So we'll have some blue spiders marching forward. Sonya's just hanging out, getting some soak. Leoric and the rest of the Trash Pandas take the camp. So they'll have that camp pushing against the spiders. And the whole top wall for Cloud of Mines is gone, so they'll still be able to run back to the fort for protection, but they won't have those towers or anything to hide behind. So Trash Pandas just ripping that top spider down. It's already down to about 25%. Uh-oh. Heroics are here for Trash Pandas, and that's the Entomb, and ETC found out the hard way, so he is going to go down. The top and mid spiders are gone. Bottom spider still getting some push. Sonya, I think she sees the way the window's blowing there that she's in trouble and it's going to have to back out. Jukes Anduin there so she doesn't get the root. I think she's going to escape, so she'll be fine. In the meantime, we've got 3 members of Cloud of Mines pushing top. Heroics are here, so we've got the Stay a While, we've got the Leap, we've got the Mosh Pit, we've got the Valkyrie, and we've got Junkrat still thinking about it. On the other side, we have not Strafe, but the Rain of Vengeance. Uh-oh, and we have Light Bomb, as you can see right there. It hits 2, and then Mal'Ganis follows it up, and Junkrat is going to fall. I don't know if Decker's going to make it out. Unfortunately, Tomb is back up. He gets his sleep off, and then we see the Mosh, so that's going to be a pretty good trade for Cloud of Mines, especially if they can finish off Leo. He does walk away, but it was still a good trade. Oh, nice Valkyrie to pull Anduin back. Oof, Anduin just explode there. So that's going to be 4-2 on the map for Cloud of Mines, so let's see what they do with that. I would expect them, I don't know, it's probably not enough time to do the boss, so I think they're just going to try and get that last 11 gems, get a turn in. And Mal'Ganis went in 1v3 or 4 there. He does escape, though, and he was able to delay the turn in. I think that's all he was trying to do. We're going to get 19 more turned in, so we need 15 for Clouded Mines to get the spiders. Trash Pandas also have a turn-in available. Neither team wants to let the other team turn in. ETC getting a little bit low, and now he's asleep, and he's going to be rooted, and he's got a lot of poison. His Decker does throw him a potion, and then I think he's got a well up, so oof. Too close to call there. So we have 29 being turned in by Mal'Ganis. He only needed part of those. And we have Web Weavers on the field for Trash Pandas. That Mal'Ganis just being really, really forward in general, getting away with it. And now he gets a light bomb, so he's going to get away with that. But he is low, and Sonya with the big leap and the stay a while. Anduin and Lunara just deleted. Vala after that, and then Mal'Ganis takes a little bit longer, but he's caught in the mosh, so he was dancing the whole time. At least he went out happy. So you hate to see that. So they're going to make short work of these spiders. Sonya working on the one in the bottom. It's at the keep wall, so they're going to get some damage against the keep wall. And I think they might actually get all of the keep wall. That spider is doing a ton of work. Sonya doing her best to knock it out. It's dead. So Leoric in the middle of a sea of Clouded Mines. Wraith walks out, but then he comes back and drops the Entomb. But unfortunately, it does not pay off. Clouded Mines sees through that tactic and just snuffs them out. But that Lunara chunking everyone down, again, it's getting the sleeps off. That's just been so oppressive so far this game. Everyone survives, though. They're able to back up. We do have a small XP lead for Clouded Mines, so they might just be playing for 16. They do have a turn-in. They have almost 2 turn-ins, if I can do the math right. And I don't guarantee that I can. So they're going to start the back camp in preparation, so they'll have that pushing during the turn-in. And then I would expect them to group up somewhere and try and force a turn-in. In the meantime, we've got Mal'Ganis guarding the top, and Leoric kind of roaming around the bottom, so they're definitely aware of that number. And now the camp is taken. They probably expect that turn-in. I think everyone expects it. Even people who don't know how Heroes of the Storm works are probably expecting it. It's no secret, everyone. So Mal'Ganis comes in, and the Entomb falls. Deckard somehow kept himself alive, and we have the yeet out of the mosh, and Anduin throws the light bomb to try and spring Mal'Ganis off to safety. Mal'Ganis is going to get away, but Anduin's going to pay for his crime. And that's Cassia with the triple, Vala, Anduin, and Leoric. So they have the turn-in, and they have 16, and they're going to go ahead and turn in. I thought they might grab the boss first, but they've elected just go ahead and turn in. Their lanes are in pretty good condition, too, so those spiders are going to start off further to the right than they could have. And the spiders do decay over time, so if they start way off on the left, yeah, they'll lose their potency by the time they get up to the buildings. Not waiting for the spiders in the top lane, though. They're going to go ahead and take that fort and prep that lane for the arrival of the spider. And it's here. Sonya and Leoric dancing around in the bottom. Sonya's a little bit low, but that spider will do some damage. She's just going to go and probably help out the mid spider. There she goes. But let's get back to the top. Decker throws the triangle. It catches Lunara, but she's in the back corner, so she's going to be okay. Leap is up, so we might see some shenanigans. Oh wait, nope, never mind. Sonya's in the mid lane. What am I talking about? So that's going to take the wall out. No damage done to the keep. Well, a tiny bit of damage done to the keep itself. But the mid fort, they'll have no problem taking this down. They'll probably back up when they get it. And they do. So Entomb comes out, doesn't catch it, and when Leoric has to drop the wall immediately. So if you're Clouded Mines, you could press the fight. You do have a level advantage, but they don't have a talent advantage. They also have a turn-in, so we might see them just play for a turn-in and then use that turn in to get 20, and then take a big fight after the turn in. So that might be a good strategy. We'll see how they play it. Mal'Ganis coming in. Everyone's wised up to Mal'Ganis' shenanigans. They all back up. Anduin misses the root too, so they're really paying some respect to that combo of Trash Pandas and backing up a little bit. So Cloud of Mind's got a small chunk of the gems turned in. They still need 38 if I'm doing the math right. Camp in the mid was taken by Trash Pandas. It's not going to get to a building, so no harm, no foul there. It was ripped down pretty quickly. Trash Pandas look like they want to take this fort, but we have 5 members of Cloud of Minds to defend it, so I don't know that they're going to get a whole lot of value here. I think they're looking for someone to make a mistake and looking for a pick. Maybe looking for someone to step up so Mal'Ganis can slide in and make them have a very bad day. And then maybe throw the Entomb on someone. But Cloud of Mind showing a lot of discipline and just hanging back, not giving him that mistake. Downside for Trash Pandas is we do have spiders coming in and being delivered right to that fort. So it's just a little bit more XP. We have just a little bit over a level to go to get 20 for Clouded Mines. A little over 2 levels for Trash Pandas. Trash Pandas going to turn in some of the gems they have. EDC with a nice slide. He does have Mosh available. I don't know if he's going to pop it or not. Deckard gets stuck in the Entomb, but he throws the stand wall to keep everyone sleepy. And instead of waking everyone up with auto attacks, they wait for Ruffian to throw the tire onto everyone. So nice discipline there. The Valkyrie misses, but it doesn't matter because Lunar is able to finish them off. So that's everyone. So that's a turn in. But they say, you know what? We don't want to turn in. Let's go get the boss. And they will take this down. So we'll have a boss and we'll have spiders marching left to right on your radio dial. So we'll see if Trash Pandas can defend. They'll be up. Most of them will be up by the time this boss gets to the keep, I believe. So we've got 15 seconds now. So we'll see how long it takes a boss to march that far. And Cloud of Mines don't care about the other lanes. Top lane is our win condition now. So in fact, they may be able to take that keep down before the boss even gets there. So Trash Pandas are all up, but they weren't up fast enough to defend the keep. So now we have a really, really healthy boss. It's not quite so healthy anymore. But it's marching to the core. The Entomb comes out. Doesn't help. Nice stay a while there. Mal'Ganis gets a light bomb. Trying to put some people to sleep. The stay a while stops. Don't know if it got... I guess it got Lunar and kept trying to fight for a little while. And Leoric is going to go down. So that's the first member. We have the boss attacking the core. The core's down to 67%. And we see Lunar and Anduin go down. And I think they have enough damage. And if they don't, they've got a spider coming in the mid lane to help them finish it off. And that is going to be game 1 over to Clouded Mines. So let's head over to the game summary. And let's look at the tail of the tape. So MVP, I gotta give my MVP to, I don't know. It would be so easy to give it to all that sexy Junkrat damage, but then we do have Cassia who managed not to, manages not to die, stay alive the whole game. But I'm gonna give it to the Deckard because he got a couple of Entombs and he threw the stay a while from the middle of the Entomb. That takes guts to just sit there. You know what? I'm in the middle of this. I don't care. I'm going to shut everyone down and then let my team come in and destroy them. So, had a nice presence of mind there and very well played. So, let's head over and do the one job I'm allowed to do, and that is mark someone as the winner. So, we'll mark them and we'll give them a point. So, that puts Clouded Minds up 1-0. We'll take a little break and we'll be right back for game 2.
heroes of the storm. Prepare for Heroes Brawl, the new game mode that breaks all the rules. Rated T for teen.
My people lost everything. Their light was extinguished, replaced by a hunger for magic and vengeance. We became the Blood Elves. Now, I will fight for my homeland. Selama Ashalanore. I am Prince Kael'thas, and the time for a reckoning has come!
You thought you were so clever that you could hide from my wanting gaze. Mortal fool. Drown in the tide of sin. Even now, my minions march forth, claiming this misbegotten realm in my name. For I am Asmodan, and my reign of sin will not be stopped.
I am Hanzo Shimada. Muga waga teki wo kurau!
And welcome back. So after that game 1 win by Clouded Minds, Trash Pandas have decided they would like to see the first hero pick this game, and Clouded Minds is going to take us to Towers of Doom. So let's head in where the draft is just getting underway. The Trash Pandas will get the first pick this game, where Clouded Minds got the first pick the first game, so we'll see how that affects the bans. Not sure there'll be any target bans. Maybe the Deckard. The Deckard was really good, but they also got rid of the Stukov, so I don't know if you can afford to ban both Deckard and Stukov. So instead, they say, you know what, that Mosh was oppressive. We don't want to see Mosh Pit the second game, and I can't blame them because they got a couple of really nice ones off where they lost 2 or 3 members. So The Clouded Minds does not want Trash Pandas to have Brightwing, so she will not be playing here in Game 2. As Trash Pandas try to extend this to a 3-game series, and Clouded Minds try to get the 3 points on the board with the 2-0 domination. So Sonya, I guess you could say 2 respect bands. They don't want to see the mush, they don't want to see the leap. They're done. Don't want to see it. I wonder if they would get rid of the Mal'Ganis here, because he was really annoying, especially early game. Look if they had an answer for him, but instead we see the Junkrat. So Clouded Minds played Junkrat in the first game, but they don't want to take the chance that someone on Trash Pandas will be throwing bombs at them the entire game. First pick goes to Stukov. So that's one way to avoid a ban. You just take the hero yourself. Stukov got a little bit of love last week with a patch. I play a lot of Stukov, and I've been enjoying it very much. People like to stand in circles at my levels, so I take advantage of that. It's not my fault if they fail geometry. That's what I say, at least. And we see Deckard, so Star Knight sticking with that Deckard that was so effective in the first game, and Li Ming ditches the Junkrat to come out with Li Ming. So Stukov will be behind a nice fat front line of Blaze and Imperious at least. We'll see if they put someone else with that, but see what Clouded Minds doesn't want to let them have. Maybe get rid of the Lunara. She was annoying in the first game, did a lot of damage, but I don't know if it's really ban worthy here. There might be something else they're a little more afraid of on this map. And they are going to get rid of the Grey Mane just like they did in the first game. So my guess is there's someone on Trash Pandas that really knows his way around the old Wolfman. I see Junkrat getting a vote for MVP in the first game. That'll make Ruffian happy. Tychus will not be happy because he does not get to play. So cue the sad trombone, Tychus. You're not going to be suiting up for this game. I said good day, Tychus. I said good day. But in the meantime, we'll find 2 heroes that will be appearing in this game for Clouded Minds. And we see Mei and Sylvanas. So that Ming-Sylvanas combo, I really like that combo. And DPS can be kind of gross. So Kian will probably come up with something to shore out that front line. In the meantime, Trash Panda is probably going to bring out some ranged DPS. They already have the tank and a bruiser. They could go with a second bruiser, or they could go 2 ranged DPS here or something different. So they go with the Haka, so they go with the triple front line here with Tassadar. If Tassadar can just sit behind that and throw out some damage, he could be very, very safe and well taken care of this game. So I think they might have a problem getting to him. So they might have to settle for killing someone in the front line first. And what's Kian going to do to shore up that front line? He's going to take Urel. So no slots for self when it comes to being beefy. Alright, so let's get you guys hyped up for game 2, and we'll be right back. Let's get into the game here, shall we? And we'll mix it up, and let's introduce the red team first. In the red corner, we have Cortezel on the Stukov, Obelisk on the Blaze, Zanaya on the Imperius, Xenoender on the Dahaka, and Valera on the Tassadar. For Clouded Minds, in the blue trunks, we have Star Knight on Deckard, Ruffy on Li Ming, Jason on Sylvanas, Lampico on May, and Kian on the Urel. So, let's head probably mid, although Sylvanas, you never know, is she going to get a little bit cheesy? So we'll have to definitely keep an eye on that. Where's Sylvanas going to go? No, it looks like she's reported to duty in the mid lane, so we won't see any oddness going on there. Team's just going to play it straight up. Dahaka's already gone up to the top to start soaking. Let's look at the talents here, see what we have people collecting. So we have Sylvanas collecting Unfurling Shadows. Tassadar with the auto attack quest, so he's going to try and just keep that auto attack going and stacking up onto 3 heroes at a time. Dahaka collecting Essence, I believe, and Blaze collecting Globes. And everyone paying a lot of attention to bottom lane, because if you played this game a lot, you know that's usually the lane that wins or loses this map. So, in the meantime, we'll see Dahaka and Urel double soaking, and the silence is real. Sylvanas goes down. She also got stabbed by Imperius, so a lot of things working against her right there. She'll be back on the field in 4 seconds. However, Trash Panda is going to maybe take advantage of this and come in as 4 and steal the camp. Cloud of Mind's doing a good job of realizing where they're going to be, and they decide to back up, and they're going to probably take their own camp. So we can see kind of mirror images here. XP, a little bit of a lead for Trash Pandas so far, not huge though. As Urel and Dahaka. Here's Dahaka soaking the mid. Urel coming down on her rotation, so they're just going to go top mid, top mid, top mid, probably for quite a while. Imperius with a nice stab. That's second stab into a silence. And May tries to slide out. Does not get away in time. And that's going to be 2 kills for Trash Pandas. So that Imperius Stukov combo, really, really effective. What did Stukov think? Okay, he took low blow. However, the Magic Triangle comes out, and Deckard took Ruby and has all the health potions you could want. And they're able to snag Imperius. So maybe he'll have to rethink his stabbing ways, but probably not. That silence. Stukov just doing a really good job of figuring out where to put that circle. Maybe sliding in to drive everyone back, but I had to follow up on that. That was just more of a disengage than anything else, I believe. Alright, so we've got 3 altars on the first phase, as always. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can see more of the action. Looks like we're going to have the old gentleman's agreement at the top. Urel's going to get hers, Dahaka's going to get his, and the real fight's going to be down here in the bottom, so we've got 4v4. Dahaka might be able to dig after he's gotten this. That silence is for real again. Sylvanas, Banshee's out, but can't get far enough away to avoid the auto attack from Tassadar. Might have gotten a Q in there too. Lampico also in a little bit of trouble, surrounded by red nameplates, so Cloud of Mind's going to have to give that one, so they're going to go down 36-32 after the first altar phase. Trash Panda is getting a lot of value out of that Imperius stab, followed up by the the Stukov silence. Similar to the way you play Varian and Stukov, where you taunt and then silence underneath it. They're doing that, but with the Imperius, so stab and silence. There's probably a cool name for that maneuver. If someone in chat wants to make up a cool name about that. All right, to take care of someone in chat there. So another stab and another silence and another dead member of Cloud of Minds, and this time it's May. So the stun to disengage there, but Imperius going to come in with the stab. May pops her her cryo and does escape. It's enough to save her life. XP wise, we've got a full level lead for Trash Pandas. Imperius coming in, he's fearless. Stukov gets credit for the kill on Sylvanas there. So we have a 1 altar phase coming up. Trash Pandas aren't 10 yet, and I think if this altar goes quickly, they're not going to be 10 before the altar, but Cloud of Mind's got to keep their eyes on that talent, or that levels count at the top of the screen, and if it goes to 10, they might have to back up here. So the camp invaded and taken by Trash Pandas, and there it is, that stun in the silence. They got Mei this time. Mei's able to back up, but in the back line, we have Tassadar, who does get the 4 shots for Trash Panda, so that puts us at 36 to 28. Tassadar is making progress on his quest. Not quite there yet. Once he gets it, that'll be 3 auto attack strikes, all prioritizing heroes, so that'll be a little grosser than it is now. Here's Imperius looking for someone again. Isn't able to get Mei. Mei throws a blizzard down, although he does jump in and he gets Mei on the 2nd attempt. Ruby's coming out, so we've got some potions out there if they can get to them. Mei really low, the Tassadar wall, keeping her in. I think she's going to get out, and Ming with a nice orb from way downtown. Bang. Ming takes out Imperius. So Imperius doing a lot of damage, but he's also the only hero that's died for Trash Panda. It's gone down twice, so I guess that's what's going to happen when you're up front like that. You're going to be the guy that takes the brunt of it, but doing a pretty good job. I think he'd be okay with the trade so far. Let's head up to the top lane. We haven't seen our solo laners in a while. Doing a little bit of damage. I don't think anyone's going to really win or lose that. They're just going to trade XP all night. So we'll come down back to the mid. Sylvanas in the silence. Imperius comes in with a stab. No follow up. The ice wall comes out, doesn't catch anyone. Blizzard comes out with a stun. Then the magic triangle comes out, and Yrel absorbing, but she's pulled up by the ult by Imperius, and Blaze coming in and chasing. Ming puts the beam on Blaze, isn't able to put him in the ground, but she does get the reset, throws an orb, and then pops off onto Stukov. Imperius does come back and is able to finish off Sylvanas. Blaze really low this time, and Ming's going to find the mark there with that beam. So Imperius going to have to retreat. So is Cloud of Mind's going to let them have this channel? Nope, they're going to come right after it. Ming using the beam to just tickle that there. So I think they might get the channel. They do get the channel. We have even XP, everyone on the same talent tier. So Imperius get in, wow, in way deep, but he's just able to do it. He's been getting away with it. However, that left Tassadar open in the back, and Sylvanas pops a really nice mind control to take Tassadar down. Yrel gets credit for the kill, but the big assist to Sylvanas on that one. So now I would expect we'll see teams heading back down to the bottom lane, and they are indeed taking those camps. Cloud of Mind's coming in for the invade, and Mei with the beam finishing off that Imperius. With the Imperius down, that's a big part of this combo. They don't have the stab to lead the silence there. Stukov able to walk away with not a lot of health, and he turns around, plants his big flappy arm, and that's going to be it for Sylvanas. So we have a 4v4 here for a moment. Imperius is going to be back up before Sylvanas is, but we'll see if they're able to do anything with that or not. Nice stun and blizzard from Mei, and Ming Gets a nice orb and then a nice beam onto Blaze, but he is able to walk away with a small sliver of health. So you've got a 1 altar phase here. Dahaka, I haven't seen him use his dig in a while, so he's probably going to be able to dig for this. Yrel might have to mount up and head down for it. And it looks like Dahaka just going to, yeah, he's just going to dig. So he'll be down here. We'll have 5v4 until Yrel gets here. And the silence comes out. This time it's May, but she does get the cryo off in time. The Imperious comes out and drops Deckard, I believe, into the silence. No. I don't know if it's the silence. Some kind of a red circle, and that's usually bad. Icewall comes out, kind of splits the team up, but doesn't hit anyone. So Tassadar takes the tower. So that's going to take us down to 32-20. Both teams still have 4 altars here. No one's been able to convert an altar from blue to red or red to blue. Trash Panda is really thinking hard about it, though. He's got minion support, and that silence from Stukov, just so oppressive. May's not able to come out of it. And it looks like Sonya, she's absorbing, so she's going to get out of that. Sylvanas isn't as lucky. Gets the long distance silence from Stukov in the back line. And I think this... No, they are going to save the tower. It's going to stay blue for the moment. 16-14 for Trash Pandas, and they have the upper hand right now. I think all they have to do is really just play the map. However, if you're going to come back, this is the map to do it on. So don't write out, or don't write off any team at 32-20. There's still a lot of game to be played here potentially. So we'll see Trash Pandas. They finally turned that bottom altar from blue to red, and they'll take the pumpkins. And are they going to push them in? Nope. So Cloud of Mines will be able to clean them up, and they are going to head over to their camp. I'm a little surprised to see them not defending that bottom lane harder, because Cloud of Mines is going to be able to turn this back, especially with Sylvanas with their trait shutting it off for a moment. So those pumpkins are going to die. The tower's going to go back, so it's 4-4 here. So we'll see if Cloud of Mines tries to get at least 2 of these, or... it looks like we're going to have a little bush party. They're maybe waiting on someone to come down bottom. Although Imperious with the ult and drops Yrel. So Yrel will be out for another 40 seconds. Nice ice wall. And then the stay a while under the ice wall catches 3. The beam onto Imperious just gets him with the end of it. And the root comes down. Catches Stukov. He's really low. Ming with that beam. Ming is just popping off. The combustion. That's gonna be trouble. A lot of damage. Everyone's surviving it so far. Blaze, the dive in puts him a little far forward, and he goes down. Dahaka low, but the Tassadar wall going to keep him safe. In the meantime, we did have 1 tower channeled by Clouded Mines on the top. I think Tassadar got that. And we should see Clouded Mines convert this one for 4 shots. And they're going to go ahead and take the boss off the field of play. And they have everyone up, and only 2 up for Trash Pandas. Although Dahaka kind of pokes his nose in there, turns around and says, "Yep, I see what you're doing. I do not want to be here, so I'm gone." So that's going to be another 4 shots for Clouded Mines, being at 20-16. And Tassadar is he in trouble here? Is he going to make it back to his wall? He gets caught. He doesn't get caught in the triangle. He avoids it. He's caught by the ice wall, though. I don't know that they're going to be able to kill him. Yeah, he's going to be able to walk back. So Clouded Mines still hasn't been able to touch that wall bottom. And once again, the stab comes out with the silence underneath it, and May is going to try and slide away, but not quite going to make it. So Clouded Mines going to fall back and let that tower help them defend, but it's not going to be enough there. Sylvanas goes down. Ming, however, does put Imperious down. So Ming is throwing out some serious damage. And so we still have 4 altars to 4. We have 4v3 on the battlefield for Trash Pandas. So they're going to take advantage of that, and they're going to take these pumpkins. And are they going to try and push these in and force the issue? Ming doing her damnedest to kill them. But without the wall there, I think at least one of them is going to sneak through. No, two of them sneak through, and it's almost enough to take out the building. That building is really low. Blaze throws some fire on it, and they can't quite turn it.
The time is now.
So Stukov going to channel bottom, and then in the mid, he's going to get that. In the mid, Urel comes in to try and disrupt things. Ming is fairly low. Tassadar thought about channeling it, and then realized there's a whole lot of blue around here. We're going to have to kill someone before I can do this. Nice root and a nice ice wall there. The combustion goes off, does some damage, but doesn't kill anyone. Blaze has got a whole lot of beam in his face, but he does escape. Deckard gets silenced and gets low, but is able to heal himself back up. Sylvanas goes down. Urel is able to sneak away. May goes down. Oh, that wall put Deckard in a very bad position. So he's going to go down, and that's going to give us 22-6 in the favor of Trash Pandas. So Urel, she's going to... Okay, I thought they might pursue her there, but they'll let her live and tell their story. And instead, they're going to work on this mid altar here. So Cloud of Mines has to worry about getting 6 capped. So we do have pumpkins on the bottom, so they've got to worry about some pumpkins too. Ming's doing her best to retake that bottom. So they're down to just the one altar here, and I would expect them to come to the top lane and just pressure this. And if they can get Cloud of Mines going top bottom, it's going to really put a crimp into Cloud of Mines' comeback plans here. And Dahaka going to grab those pumpkins too. So the tower will be turned by the time the pumpkins get here. We'll see if they try and push them in or not. In the meantime, Cloud of Mines was able to retake the bottom tower, and they lose the top one. And those pumpkins are coming in. It's not game ending, it's only 3, but it's 3 points you would rather not give up if you can. 20's here for both teams. Imperius stabs, comes into the neutral zone. The ice wall saves him for a moment, but as soon as the ice wall pops, he goes down. And Ming takes care of Stukov. And are we going to see Dahaka go down? So Stukov, Dahaka, and Imperius are down. Urel, is she able to throw the absorb? No, she's not. However, Tassadar goes down, and Blaze is the last man standing. And Clouded Mines are going to have 5-1. So I believe the expression is make hay while the sun is shining, and gosh darn it, the sun is shining brightly for Clouded Mines right now. They're going to go grab this one altar, and I think they're doing the safe thing. You could maybe try and get an extra point by taking a tower, but I think they would rather just get that off the board and then come down and deal with the tower. So I think getting cute there and taking the extra tower and getting an extra point, probably this is the right play right here. So I would expect them to take this bottom tower, and I don't know if they'll defend. We do have pumpkins coming up from the left side after Ming takes them. So are they going to defend, or are they going to go mid? It looks like they're going to group up. And 5 is Voltron. Not sure who the head is there, but they're all together. Mind control misses. Silence comes out. Chunks some people down, but no one's in danger. So here comes the Imperius. Is he going to get anyone on the end of that spear? He does get Deckard, but the ice wall comes out, and then the mind control coming out of the ice wall. He's a little bit low. Sylvanas low in the back too. Sylvanas gets a nice unstoppable there. That combustion is going to be a problem, though. Urel does go down. I think May will be able to deal with Blaze. Tassadar still hasn't quite finished his quest yet, so he's not hitting 3 heroes. He's just hitting the 2. Alright, so we have 2 altars up, and we have a 4v4. We have a camp done here at the bottom. Dahaka coming in from the backside. He does get sleeped and silenced, but he's going to be able to walk away from there. And in the meantime, Sylvanas is able to get away from one red hero, and from out of the frying pan into the fire. Tassadar is able to put her down. So that's going to be 4-3 for Trash Pandas with 2 altars up. So Clouded Minds needs
Activate them.
at least one of these. 2 of them would be game ending. So Ice Wall zones Obelisk out there. Trash Pandas does get 1 altar. Tassadar is channeling, doesn't get the channel off. Ming goes down. So it's just May, Urel, and Deckard. They need to pull something off here. We've got 5 members of the Trash Pandas team up, and Imperius is coming in. Is he going to catch anyone on the end of that spear? He does. He catches May. Stukov with the silence, but catches Urel. Oh, Urel's able to absorb. Very nice. Nice timing for that. However, it's not going to be enough. She's going to go down. And Deckard is now down. So now it's up to Sylvanas. Can Sylvanas do anything about this? And I don't think she's going to get there in time. Nope. So that is going to be the last 3 shots that are needed by Trash Pandas. And that's going to tie it up. And that's going to take us to Game 3. So free hots, everyone. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends. We're going to Game 3. So let's check out the tail of the tape here. So Li Ming throwing out a lot of damage was really impressive there. But I think the MVP I'm going to have to go for is going to be the Imperius. And you might say, why do you give the MVP to someone with 7 deaths? That is a little bit odd. But the stabs just coming in. I might give a co-MVP to Stukov too, because that stab is nice, but the circle underneath it, especially with Stukov, he did take low blow, right? Stukov. Yes, he did take low blow. Yeah, growing infestation in the reset. So Imperius set him up, and Stukov knocked him down. So those guys were both really good. So let's head back over to the map page, shall we? And let's mark that one in the books for Trash Pandas. So that ties us up at 1. We're going to send you all to a break, so go watch some cool videos. And when we come back, we'll have Game 3. See you then.
From all over the Nexus, by ground and in flight, heroes came together for this one special night. Great Father Winter had set forth a decree. There would be no fighting, and all must agree. Confused and bewildered by such a sweet scene, even this demon stopped acting so mean. The Sugar Plum Fairy just wanted to brawl. But looking around at this magical sprawl, her rage dissipated. Yet now did she know she'd brought presents and gifts, but the wrong kind of bows. Nearly everyone partied in good festive cheer, but one was mistaken for a simple reindeer. The mage controlled things that got out of hand. She made sure they all knew no squabbling would stand. Making trouble, you see, would come at great cost. A snowball or 2, and some icy cold frost. At last, Great Father Winter gathered them round to make an announcement, so none uttered a sound. There's a new Great Father Winter. He has something to say.
Hello, everybody. Stitches want to play.
In the end, they all realized that despite this one night, the great gift of Wintervale is the joy of the fight.
Nerub. Then came a war I could not win. I was forced into servitude. But here, in this strange place, no one commands my power! I will conquer the Nexus! Those who oppose me shall embrace the web of death. I am a Nubarak. I ruled once before. I shall rule again!
Hold your positions.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So for Game 3, Clouded Minds wants to pick first. So Trash Pandas is going to take us to Infernal Shrines, where the draft is getting underway. Let's join the team, shall we? Brightwing, that ban is just snapped in immediately. They do not want to see that. I wonder if we'll see that Stukov banned, or maybe Star Knight will take it off the board with the first pick if he's allowed. ETC is banned by Trash Pandas. See the Junkrat ban for the second game in a row. So far the team that has picked the map has lost the first two games. So first pick is strong. So we'll see if that holds up or not. Trash Pandas taking their time to think about this one. So they get rid of the Sonya. I would not be surprised to see the Stukov taken here. In fact, I'd be a little surprised if it's not. There you go, Star Knight. Making me look like a genius on camera. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. See that, Norbert? Star Knight made me look smart. Norbert's excited. I know you can't tell, but I can. He's just thrilled to be here. Hang out with all you cool HOTS people. I see Weenus with the 69 bits and Tiger Hot sneaking in them 100 bits. So thank you all. Glad you could be here enjoying the festivities tonight. So Anduin makes a return after playing in Game 1 and sitting out Game 2. And Kael'thas comes out. And we see Lumpico taking the Blaze. And then Jason follows up with the Vala. Vala. I can never decide how to pronounce that. So I'll probably alternate throughout the cast. If you have problems with that, email headcaster@ngs.com and complain. You guys are getting your money's worth. Every dime you paid for this cast. So Crash Pandas do not want to see... They don't want to see the Imperius. Interesting. I would have thought maybe Cloud of Minds would come back with that ban, but I guess Trash Pandas saw how powerful it can be, and they said that's just too much for any one person to wield. Let's just get it off the board entirely. And Johanna is the last ban of tonight. So she will not come out to play. Did not play in the second game and was banned in the first and the third games.
Our world is worth fighting for.
So May changes jerseys from blue to red for this third game.
Let's fly.
And we see the Birdman himself, Faustad, picked up by Zanaya. And we'll see what Clouded Minds wants to do to wrap up this draft. See an offlaner and probably some ranged DPS will be my guess. Kian comes back with the Leoric with a sexy Viking skin. I mean, sexy if you're into Viking stuff like that. I'm not saying I am, perchance, but some people might like that. I'm going to shut up now. And Ruffian picks up the Orphea. And let's see who the last hero pick tonight's going to be. Who does Zeno Ender want? Probably an offlaner would be my guess. And we get Dahaka. So let's let the teams take the field. We'll get you hyped up one last time tonight, and we'll see you on the other side of the video. All right, teams are loading in here. So, chat, whose draft do you like better? I think I'm going to show my colors here, and I'm going to go with Clouded Minds for one reason and one reason only, and that is because they picked Stukov, my absolute favorite hero. So, let's introduce Clouded Minds first, shall we? In the blue trunks, Star Knight on that Stukov, so near and dear to my heart. Lampico on the Blaze, Jason on the Vala, Kian on Leoric, and Ruffian on the Orphea. For Trash Pandas, we have Corteza on the Anduin, Valera on the Kel'Thas, Obelisk on the May, Zanaya on the Falstad, and Zeno Ender on the Dahaka. So let's head mid and see if they can come out with a good clean fight. No blows below the belt, please. And nobody wants to cross that midline, and I can't say I blame them. Oh, Blaze does for a second, but he comes back. Dahaka decided this isn't worthwhile. I'm not going to watch. I'm just going to go and hang up and soak. Let's pop up the talents here. So what are we collecting? We're collecting globes for Blaze, W's for Vala, globes for Kel'Thas, Mana Addict, the ANSI standard Kel'Thas build so far, in my humble opinion. And Falstad picking up, what is that, auto attacks? Yeah, auto attacks, basic attacks. So those are our collectors this game. So the Hawk, it looks like he's going to double soak top and mid. I assume Leoric's going to be doing the same thing. May coming in with the nice little cheeky invade there, but Blaze not super impressed. He's back up. He's able to tap, so he's fine. Cloud of Mind's going to head to their camp, and I would expect them to take their camp fund for Trash Pandas, but they are not. Maybe they'll head for the bottom camp. So Lampico, thinking about the invade, thinks better of it, and they are going to hang out in the bottom lane. Are they going to head down? Vala's going to start that camp, and I think they'll be able to finish it off. Trash Panda is dealing with the camp mid, so it did a little bit of damage to the gate, but not much else. They've got their own camp pushing mid now that Cloud of Mines will have to come and rotate back and deal with, but they do get the last laugh with the camp bot, so camps go 2-1 for Cloud of Mines there. However, May throws a blizzard and makes very, very short work of that. So on the top lane, we've got Leoric and Dahaka just kind of rotating. Get minions move, not really attempting to do much more than that. The objective will be announced in about 10 seconds, and Cloud of Mines wants to get that camp moving in the top lane, especially with the objective being in the bottom lane. So that'll give Trash Pandas a decision to make. Do they deal with the camp? Do they come down the objective? And big brain play, they're not going to cap it. They're going to cap it right before the objective. So hopefully the Haka doesn't sneak that out, but Vala's there to make sure no one just grabs it. And she's going to take that, and that camp will go blue. Of course, Trash Pandas have a very similar idea, and they're going to take the camp on their side of the map. So those two camps will probably just fight it out for camp supremacy in the top lane. Dahaka is there, so he might influence that battle a little bit. Let's zoom way out so we can see the whole pit here. Started up. It's a Frozen Punisher, I believe. So 5 members of Clouded Minds. So they're devoting everyone to this, and they're up 16-4. Blaze with a nice charge onto Faust had to stun him, but got a little deep there, and then Kael'thas sets everyone on fire, and Blaze is going to go down. You would think a guy whose name is Blaze wouldn't mind fire, but it does not work like that. It's different kinds of fire, I guess. And then May doesn't do it with fire, she does it with ice, but to Vala it's all the same. So she's going to sit down for a moment. So we're tight at 26, but we have a lot of red here and not much blue, so I think Clouded Minds is going to give this first Frozen Punisher, and they do. So that's going to be a Punisher for Trash Pandas. Leoric going up top, getting some soak up there. 7 is here, so we're on an even talents here. We have an extra level almost for Trash Pandas, so if things go like they are, they might get 10 first, especially if this building falls. So Lampico convinces the Punisher to fall on him, and then they pull it back from the building. So while they're dealing with the Punisher, however, Trash Pandas are ripping the snot out of that fort. So the fort does indeed fall. They're going to make short work of the Punisher, but they got what they wanted. They got the fort, so I think that's really all you can ask for with that weak first Punisher. So they are going to be happy with that and move back. Clouded Mind's going to take this camp. We'll probably see Trash Pandas take the camp on the other side of the map, so a little mirror action here. Don't know if anyone's going to get a ton of value out of this camp. The Haka's, well, he was cleaning up the camp. He's gone up top now. Nice fight. Was over this bottom camp, but has moved over to the left side of the map. Lampico, he's on fire, but I think he's going to be okay. He is going to make it, Doc. So that was all the pushback that Trash Pandas needed. Dahaka also dug his way down here, so they have 5 just in case they need it. Excuse me. Go look at our solo laners. Dealing with those camps. Have a little bit of a blue camp left, but Kael'thas is going to make short work of that with some of his friends. Vala's dealing with that in the bottom, but let's not go down there because we've got a fight brewing here. Nice gravity lapse onto Kael'thas. I thought I heard Pyroblast go off, but someone must have gotten out of range. I don't know if that was meant for Blaze or not. So 10's still not here for Clouded Minds, so they probably don't want any of this fight. They are going to be able to use the fort and the towers to defend, and 10 is now online. So Stukov with the flail to get people out of his team's face. Stukov with the tomb. Blaze with the bunker drop. Vala still thinking about it. Orphe with the crushing jaws. There's that Eternal Feast. That is Eternal Feast, by mistake. Kael'thas with the aforementioned Pyroblast. Anduin with the Salvation. Oh, and there's that tomb we were talking about and the Salvation we were talking about. Orphe getting some value out of that Eternal Feast. Blaze jumps in, gonna have to drop the bunker to get out. Is Falstad thinking of a Gus? I think he might have been. But instead the ice wall comes down and the silence helps spring Blaze, so Blaze is going to be able to get out. May dives in pretty deeply. I thought she was too deep, but she was able to pop her cryo, so she's going to live through that. And surprisingly, we do not have a single body hit the floor there. So for the rest of our ults, we've got Isolation, we saw the Gust, and then May with the Ice Wall, as we saw. So team's going to come back and take camps on both sides of the map. XP, we've got a tiny XP lead for Trash Pandas, but nothing too big. And Clouded Minds are the first ones to the objective, and they're going to go ahead and start it up. And Trash Pandas is going to come in and say, hey guys, don't wait for us. We do. So it's 12-1 so far. but the teams have decided they'd rather fight each other than the objective right now. Ice Wall catches 2. Stukov with the flailing swipe to get the team out of his face, so it's not available for the moment. Blaze, a bunker drop, saves him there. Leo is, I think he's going to get some trait value there. He is going to go down. Got the Entomb off, but they didn't have the follow-up there for it. So it's 21-7, so Clouded Minds does still have the lead. Oh, that silence is going to be a problem because that means Tahaka has nowhere to go. He is able to back out, though, and Anduin with the really, really nice save. Vala goes down. Eternal Feast does some damage, but doesn't take anyone down. And Blaze is not able to get a heal from that fire. Pyroblast does hit Orphea in the face, but she's going to be okay. It wasn't quite enough to kill. It was set to stun, not kill. Clouded Minds had 29 skeletons, but 40 is going to be reached by Trash Pandas first. So let's come back to the mid lane and watch the Punisher. So Limpico's going to pull it over the wall, and the Ice Wall catches him. May kind of knew where he was going to be there. And then he's stunned by the Kael'thas, and now he's on fire. Does bunker drop just to get the fire off of him, so well played there, well timed. Punisher popped over the wall. It does fall. A little bit of damage onto the towers there, but that wall still holding steady. Top wall, gate's gone. Let's look at the walls on the other side. Top one is gone. Mid one's still strong. Bottom one's still strong. Trash Pandas do have 13 to Clouded Minds 12, so they're going to take advantage of that and take their camp. And now they're going to rotate down to the bottom camp. And I think they're going to get it. So those camps do both go red. Leo and Valak up here cleaning up that camp. Oh, do we have a little bush party here waiting for a bad rotation? They do. May's got similar thoughts on the other side, just zoning though. Ice Wall comes out. Ice Wall misses, doesn't snare anyone. That's another camp for Trash Pandas. Cloud of Mine should be able to deal with this fairly easily though. 13 is here. Stukov doesn't elect to get the reset here. He elects to take the trap, so he'll be looking to root people with that. Right now, team's just practicing lane hygiene, getting dangerously close to here, to each other in the middle. And Blaze is a little far away from his team, but he's just scouting it out. He's going to be okay. And they're going to back up a little bit and come back and just clean some more lanes. 16 is here on the doorstep for Trash Pandas. So are they going to be looking for a fight? They are. Falstad comes out with a gust, which puts Vala into harm's way. And she's rooted and she's not going to make it home. So notify her next of kin there. Blaze in a lot of trouble too. He's on fire, but he drops into the bunker. But is it going to be enough to get him out? It's not going to be enough to get him out. So that's 5-3 for Trash Pandas. They do have 16. We've got almost 2 levels to go before Cloud of Mines gets 16. So they're going to have to play some nifty defense here. Trash Pandas is looking at that keep and says, that looks tasty. Let's see if we can't take that one home with us. So they're getting after it. They do back up. They don't want to lose anyone here. No sense with a silly feed there. And they're just going to head up to the objective and play the map. Although they might come after this camp. I think that's what they're going to do. Press that 16-14 advantage here, 17-14 now. In the meantime, Clouded Minds looking around for minions. They realize the camp is going down, but they also know that means all the red people are in the top of the map, so they're going to put themselves in the bottom of the map. And if they can take that fort, that will help them ease that XP disadvantage. But while they do this, Trash Pandas are probably going to get most of the objectives, so they're okay with that. They do have a fort. That top lane, they don't care about that fort too much, so they're going to come down and they're going to get some more of this bottom wall. So they've got 1 tower down, 2 towers down, and Kel'Thas comes out with the fire, and they say, you know what, we respect the fire, we're just going to back, and Kel'Thas is going to let him back from there. In the meantime, back at the Hall of Justice, the Punisher is broken loose and made very short work of that fort with help of his friends, and he's going to get pulled over the wall here in a moment, but not before he punches the heck out of one of those towers. Ice Wall comes out, snags Leoric. I think Leoric might get out of that, although he is on fire. I hope he has a well. He does have a well and taps. Blaze drops into the bunker there and then pulls the Punisher over the wall. So that keep is going to be down to about 50% now. Trash Pandas really wants that. Nice stun from Blaze and a nice silence to follow underneath it. Weren't able to catch anyone with the CC though. So that keep does go down. So we had the first keep down of the game. Punisher is almost dead, but Leoric has gone down. I believe he got off the Entomb first, and then the Eternal Feast is going to take out Falstad. Nice value. That feast was going off for a little bit there. And so we have 4v4, and Trash Pandas realize they don't really need to make that play. The map looks pretty good for them, so they're just going to go find something else to do on the map. Probably turn a camp blue. So we're on an even talent tier for now, but 20's just around the corner for Trash Pandas. So I don't know whether Clouded Minds is going to try and make a play here. However, that Ice Wall is going to put a cramp into that plan. Blaze does come back with a nice stun. And Dahaka, nice yeet from Anduin to pull him out of danger. However, he's in the Entomb with the feast under it, the old dirty bathtub, and Dahaka goes down. Someone get him a bar of soap. So that camp is going to go blue, and we have 5v3. It'll be 5v4 here in a second. So Clouded Mind still needs to get 20. They're at about 17.5, so they've got to find 2 levels of XP somewhere on the map, but they're showing some life here. Dahaka's coming out. Is he going to try a cheeky gust or something? He doesn't have a wind tunnel yet. I'm making the assumption he's going to take a wind tunnel at 20. So you really got to respect that. Meantime, team's just doing a little lane hygiene. 20 is here, and he doesn't waste any time. He's like, yep, I want the wind tunnel. You're a genius, Rackham. Anon with a nice stun. The Ice Wall comes out, and there's misses, but there's the wind tunnel. But the bunker drop is dropped, so everyone's going to be able to get in the bunker drop, and are they going to walk away, though? Orphea does not. Vala's on fire, so she's got to get away from her friends. I think Blaze is going to make it out. He is. He's going to scoot back to the safety of numbers there. So that's 5v4. Clouded Bind still has a full level to go. So Trash Pandas said, you know what? There's a camp. Let's just take that camp because there's not anything they can do about it. And Clouded Minds is just going to have to grab some XP, get 20, and then take a late fight. Winning a fight late on this map, I mean, they could flip this map over very quickly, but they're going to have to be careful and really look for that opportunity. And in the meantime, well, as soon as I say that, Suka with a nice silence. But the Ice Wall hits 1 or 2 there. The Tomb comes out, but Anduin is there with the Salvation, and Wind Tunnel is going to pin Blaze and Leo back, but there's no real corner there. They just kind of get shoved along the wall. But Stukov in the back line was exposed with those tanks in front of him, so it didn't really put the tanks in danger, but it opened up that gap, and Stukov unfortunately goes down. So Clouded Minds in a little bit of trouble here. They're going to really have them on the defense here, and with 5-3 here, I don't know that they're going to be able to pull it off. Leoric goes down, and Orphea goes down, so it's just up to Blaze. Blaze You're the last hope here, buddy. And he drops into the bunker, so he stays alive for the moment. And he's silenced. And the core continues to fall. Core goes down to 20. Core goes down to 0. And that is going to be game 3 for Trash Pandas. So they take the series 2-1. So let's head up to the game summary and let's look at the tail of the tape. And Kel'Thas, not a lot of damage in this game. This wasn't a short game, but we don't see any heroes popping off with like 85, 90,000 damage. But Kel'Thas leads the way with 46,000, and also no deaths. I don't know. Anun was good. May was good. I mean, they really played a nice team game. So, I guess if I had to give an MVP, I'm going to give it to Kel'Thas just for the largest damage number and not dying. But it's really close. I think you can probably make a case for anyone. So, let's head back to the map screen and let's make it official and mark that as a win for Trash Pandas. So let me see if I can get someone in for a quick post-game interview, and we'll see you in a moment.
Bienvenidos a la catedral de las mejores batallas del Nexo. ¡Vámonos! El terrorífico, el chamuco, Diablo. El jefe, la parca, Lunara. La pantera, Sonia. Estos luchadores se dieron con todo. ¡Épico! ¡No! ¡Ese luchador está afuera! ¡Qué brutal guillotina! ¡La multitud quiere más! ¡Uy! ¡Mira nada más! ¡Cuando el referee no veía! ¡Increíble! ¡Los rudos están en la lona!
And we're back. I have Obelisk, the tank from Trash Pandas. So, how are you guys feeling after that comeback win?
We're feeling pretty good. We're feeling in high spirits. The enemy team had a pretty solid strat that first game, but we pretty much denied them continuing that strategy in the next 2 games, and I feel like we took away their strong suit. So it really gave us an edge being able to play around that.
So that Imperia Stukov combo in the second game, let's talk about it. Is that something you guys practice like 8 hours a day? Because it looked like you guys had done that before a lot.
Yeah, I'm glad it looks like that because we have really been grinding it into the ground. That's mostly what we've been practicing lately, and it's to our success. Luckily for that. So yeah, we're really comfortable on it, and it's really satisfying to play for sure.
Yep, it definitely looked good. So if you have to pick an MVP for the series for you guys, who's your MVP of the whole series?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to say Cortez, our healer. He's consistent with pretty much every game we put him in, and he pops his abilities off at the right time that they're supposed to go off. Pretty much every game. The guy's a good player. All of my team played really well, but if you're asking me to pick one, he's probably the MVP in my opinion.
Yep. I ask that after every match. nobody ever picks themselves. Just note to everyone for future interviews, you're allowed to pick yourself. It's okay. People will hate on you, but if you were the MVP, you should call it out. I just want to make sure that everyone is aware of the rules. So, what was the thinking going from game one to two? Seeing you lose that first game, you guys make any adjustments? Was there anything you saw like, well, they're playing this well, we really want to take this away for games 2 and 3?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So in game one, pretty much every team fight that happened, we lost because it would open with the Sonya Leap, and then the ETC Mosh would follow up, and we had no answer for it. Pretty much, it was really well played by the enemy team, actually, and so that is exactly what we banned the next 2 games and denied them that completely. So yeah, I would say we adjusted to that.
Nice, good job. So I'm going to pop over and look at the standings here real quick. So as I read the numbers here, and I'm a caster, so my math is not good. That gives you 2 points against Clouded Minds 1. So Clouded Minds moves into a tie for 7th, and that puts you in 9th place with 11. So you're just 2 points back. So you make up 1 point. More importantly, you jump over a team to get into 9th place. So that gives you guys a good chance. You guys play 11 in this division, correct? And tonight was your 10th game?
Yes, I believe so. Don't quote me on that. I haven't been following that closely. That's something my captain and co-captain have been keeping better track of, admittedly. But yeah, that sounds right to me.
Well, it sounds like you guys need to come out and get a domination in your next match to ensure you get that playoff spot. So it should be a good one. I will circle it on my calendar. It's definitely something to keep an eye open for. You guys put up a good show tonight, and I expect you to put up just as good a show in your next match.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
All right. So before I let you go, anyone you want to shout out, I'll open the floor. It's yours.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Storm Gaming, our organization that we're part of, and the other 2 teams that are willing to exchange ideas and play together to make sure that respectively each of us become better teams and we ascend together as an organization. And then of course, shout out to every one of our Trash Panda members, including our subs, who put in as much time as much as our main roster. And everybody on the enemy team tonight, y'all played well too. Y'all gave us a run for our money, and it was a great series. That's all I can think of.
Yep, I think I don't think there's anyone out there that can say, I was not entertained by that series at all. I think you guys could have put on a really good show. So I'll let you get out of here. You can go back to the locker room, throw some champagne around, or whatever you guys like to do after a match. And before I get out of here, I'd like to thank chat for showing up. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and good luck and go win some games.
All right, thanks so much.